report states that approximately 50,000 crores of investor wealth remains unclaimed in forgotten and abandoned investments with the government. Unfortunately, family members had no idea about the investments made by the deceased and are unable to claim that wealth. Despite these challenges, there is an opportunity for family members to recover and benefit from these forgotten investments through the power of succession planning. I'm Gautami Gavankar, CEO, Estate Planning and Trusteeship Services at Kotak Mahindra Trusteeship Services Limited. I spearhead the family office practice and also the offshore investments piece at Kotak Group. I joined Kotak in 2005 to set up the estate planning practice. Over the last 18 years of my journey, I have met so many families from over the country and learned so much about how families look at and deal with very sensitive issues like succession and planning for their estates. So estate planning is something which one does whereby you lay down a management and a execution and a legacy plan for your estates. You can undertake estate planning during your lifetime and it can continue post your demise as if the plan was drafted keeping in mind all situations. Traditionally, will has been the most adopted way of doing succession planning or estate planning as we are calling it. However, in the present day and age, when we've seen the wealth being evolved in various asset classes, being shareholding of companies, promoter holdings, financial assets, real estate and jewelry art artifact, more evolved ways of succession planning have been adopted. To give you an example, we meet so many clients, and I remember this distinctly way back in my career when I had gone to Chandigarh in fact, and I was talking to a client and I was trying to explain the issues which come up in a will, which probably the trust will be able to avoid. He point blank told me that advisors like you come and create issues in our lives by highlighting to the family members all which can go wrong. Why don't we just assume that everything will be okay, our families will live together and we will continue to do our businesses very well. Point was well taken and I kind of heard him, and I of course could not discuss anything further on this, but we have seen the 3-generation rule which exists, shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves. This exists in across geographies and it is important for us to keep this in mind while thinking about doing our succession plan. As someone in a leadership role myself, it is heartening to see glass ceilings being shattered and women carving a space for themselves, be it in the corporate space or leading their families, enterprises, businesses. Women are no longer merely behind-the-scenes supporters. Over the years, in our interactions with our clients and families, we have encouraged women to engage actively in these conversations and become a part of the decision-making process. We have requested our clients to ensure that they involve their spouses or their daughters or their daughter-in-laws in these discussions. The change is taking place, though at a slow pace, and I'm sure that with time, we will see more women taking charge of these matters in their hands. There has been a surge of wealth in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities with the rise of family businesses and startups. Cities such as Surat, Baroda, Ahmedabad, Indore, Coimbatore, Aurangabad, Ludhiana are gaining popularity with wealth managers as they create new high net worth individuals either as inheritors or first generation entrepreneurs. For most part, these businesses are usually owned, controlled and managed by the male family members with little to no involvement from the female members on decision making, both in the managerial and ownership matters. Most of the time, women are not actively engaged in affairs related to wealth management and succession planning. With over 2 decades of experience, my advice to women to achieve financial empowerment will be threefold. Firstly, understand your rights. Secondly, understand and evaluate what you own. And lastly, be proactive, involved in the management of your financial affairs. Further, a focus on long-term goals and staying disciplined in your approach will take you a long way. Educating yourself and seeking financial knowledge, defining your financial goals, systematic investing, planning for emergency funds, etc. should be a part of your plan. Because after all, financial literacy and financial empowerment are all about understanding that your money doesn't control you, you control it.